Till this day, the debate of whether Alexander the Great is North Macedonian or Greek still remains prevalent. Both North Macedonia and Greece claim Alexander the Great to be their own, and in this video, I'll be breaking down the arguments and reasons of both sides to determine whether Alexander the Great was Greek or North Macedonian. You're watching All Things History. Alexander the Great was born in the year 356 in Pella, which is now in modern-day Greece. Alexander the Great, following the assassination of his father Philip, set out to conquer the rest of Greece and then expand eastward towards the Persian Empire. By the time of his death in 323 BC, Alexander possessed an empire that stretched from modern-day Greece to the north of India. Alexander is recorded to have spoken Greek and was educated by the famous Greek philosopher Aristotle. From the perspective of culture, Alexander seems to be Greek rather than North Macedonian. This is important to consider because the modern Greek state that we see in 2022 didn't exist in 356 BC, and nor did the modern state of North Macedonia. The debate about whether Alexander the Great is Greek or North Macedonian stems from geography. Ancient Macedonia, as in the capital city-state of Macedon, was situated in Thessaloniki or Thessalonica today. It's important to remember that Greece was not one unified country, but rather a collection of smaller Greek city-states. For example, Athenians were from Athens and Spartans were from Sparta, but there was a unified identity of being from Hellas or Greece. If you read the famous two Greek historians Herodotus and Thucydides, they will make this point very clearly. This is the same for Macedon, but the issue we are dealing with here is whether that city-state, Macedon, belongs to North Macedonia or Greece. It really depends on what is more important to you, but I'll present further information that might help shape your perspective. In the modern world, North Macedonia is more influenced by the Slavs. The language is much more similar to other surrounding countries like Serbia, but nevertheless the old borders of the city-state of Macedon originated in modern-day Greece, but also extended into modern-day North Macedonia. And this is where the claim of Alexander the Great as a North Macedonian derives from. So both Greece and North Macedonia claim territory of the original kingdom of Macedon. However, there is probably more weight given to the Greek argument, as Alexander was born in modern-day Greece, and the capital of ancient Macedon is Thessaloniki, which is in modern-day Greece. When looking at this issue, it's important to consider the actions of Alexander and his connections to Greek culture. When Alexander expanded his empire into the east, he is famously known by ancient historians for Hellenizing the East. In other words, Alexander advocated Greek culture, Greek religion, and a Greek way of life into the Persian Empire. At the time, there was no recognition of North Macedonia because the state did not exist. For that reason, he didn't Macedonianize the East, he Hellenized it. There is clearly a recognition that Alexander spread the Greek world and not the Macedonian world to the east, further strengthening the Greek argument. This analysis has shown that the issue is also a matter of social construction, where human beings decide when new cultures exist and when new borders exist. Overall, I think it makes more sense to say that Alexander the Great was more Greek than he is North Macedonian, but once again, it's the meaning that us humans give to the issue that shapes it. It's important to remember how social construction can affect our perceptions of what is Greek and what is North Macedonian. It's definitely harder to claim that Alexander the Great is more North Macedonian than he is Greek, and I think that gives people a fair conclusion on this topic. I hope this video was informative and educational, and hopefully the reasoning was clear enough for everyone to understand. Thank you for watching All Things History. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe for more content.